What's up, guys? Kevin Cage here with another XRP update. Like and sub if you want daily crypto news, and let's dive right into this one, starting off with the XRP price chart. Happy Saturday, guys. It is good to be back. So just so you know I took yesterday off. Apologies for that, and thanks for your patience. If I sound out of breath, you know why. Obviously, my girlfriend actually tested positive for the vid, so it is hitting me harder than I thought as well. Did have a fever, but I'll be fine. No need to say I hope you get better. I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm just excited to get back and make videos again regularly. I've been staring at the charts, researching as much as possible. Just didn't really feel like doing videos. Everything is looking beautiful, and I am beyond excited. So I'm going to start off with the XRP price chart, show you a few interesting confluences, so to speak, and then we're going to go over some very interesting pieces of news, of course, all good for XRP, and then we're going to finish up with something that's pretty funny and I think is going to give some of you a laugh at least. So let's get into it. So first things first, this is the chart that most people don't use, and it is the monthly time frame, the secret to my success at least, and I'm sure a lot of people. When in doubt, zoom out. So notice XRP, USD, Ethereum, USD on the monthly. So as we can see this giant cup for ETH. We can see a double bottom right here, relatively speaking, blasting off after this golden cross. And what happened? It actually went to create a new all-time high for Ethereum. Interesting. Now XRP, even amidst this SEC allegation, the lawsuit, of course, closing a gap, coming up and creating not an all-time high yet, but it is approaching the previous levels of January 2018. This is what a lot of analysts and a lot of people have been predicting, whether it's through the fib retracement and then onto those extension levels, or essentially just following suit. This is a giant algorithm, guys, and I'm very, very excited. So let's take a quicker look really quick. We're going to double click and notice even Ethereum, as to no surprise, of course, it was really leading this bull run. And now a lot of this volume from Bitcoin, ETH, a lot of it is flowing into these other alts. And now it is alt season. So I don't really care what Bitcoin does, whether it goes to 70, 80K or even pulls back a little bit. My argument and all I'm seeing is that alt season continues for the alts that are well below these levels that are down here. And that means XRP as well. So remember, when in doubt, zoom out, look on the weekly, look on the monthly. Don't get scared at the 30-minute charts for pullbacks or typical back tests, which are natural parts of consolidation before these higher levels can be reached. Okay? So I'm actually going to do this. We're going to turn the lights on. I did draw fibs. I can actually just redraw them if we'd like. And I'm going to do something a little differently. So instead of going wick to wick, swing high, swing low, we're actually just going to look at the candle body closure. So let's start right here around this level on the monthly is the high, and we're going to go to the low. So relatively speaking, I guess we'll just say this is the bottom, and we're just going to say that, okay? So let's see where ETH is overall. Notice swing high, swing low, came all the way through the 786, and now we are all the way past the 1618 at the 2 right now. And it seems like we are, in fact, en route to these higher levels. If ETH goes to 5K, oh baby. I know a lot of analysts are happy to see ETH go to 5K, 10K, potentially even 20K in the years ahead. That's fine. I'm taking it one step at a time, and I'm watching what this means for assets like XRP. Keep in mind, we have assets like VeChain kicking butt, even Dogecoin creating these new all-time highs. Some people see this as a bad thing. No, no, no. The higher these other assets go, the more bullish I become on the rest of the market that has not yet gone. So let's actually do the same thing for XRP, and instead of doing the wicks, which we can do that and compare if you'd like, we're just going to stick with the candles. So swing high, we're going to go to the low, at least around this level. It's not perfect. And let's just take a look at where we're at, and it's sloppily drawn. But notice, we're sitting right around the 786, at least using that ratio. Or at least with the candle body closure of the monthly. This is not just guessing on the 4-hour or 30-minute chart, guys. Of course, you can see confluences, and of course, the Fibonacci does, exist at those levels. When you're at these higher time frames, what do we always say? XRP loves to obey the Fibonacci. Okay, so this is very, very beautiful. Hypothetically, ETH is at 2. Do you think XRP can get to that 2? What is that? It's about $3.77. Now, we've actually seen other assets that are blasting through these levels and going all the way to the 4.236. You've seen and heard of assets like Terra Luna, Theta, etc. So this is something to keep in mind. We're going to be watching this, and I'm going to be rooting for a variety of assets to keep pushing forward. So just wanted to share that. Hopefully that was pretty helpful to you. Let's actually now, this is Bitfinex. Keep in mind each exchange will have different wicks and price history. We're going to actually go wick to wick now and just kind of look at this. And then we'll move on because I want to show you some very interesting pieces of news. So now we'll go ETH at least for that wick. And we'll just use, relatively speaking, I guess they're both the same, but we'll just pick this guy right here. So notice, arguably at the 1618. What would the 1618 be for XRP if it did blast to this level? That's $5.33. Beautiful. And of course, as you can see, while I'm looking at the RSI, we have not yet pierced. When we're up here and this relative strength is at these levels, it can get relatively bursty, so to speak. So we've seen it in the past. We're seeing a lot of assets. It's not just Ethereum. You can look at Bitcoin. You can look at a lot of these major assets that have pumped. I go through 300 of them, and I really, really like what I see overall. And of course, we're going to talk about, let's see, I'll actually show you this chart really quick too. So this is actually Mikey Stanley, just kind of laughing about Doge, and I know it's comical, and I even saw Anders L say, this is bad for the crypto market at large. You know, it makes all of this look like a joke. Yeah, to some people, they're going to fall for that and think that this entire market is a joke because of Doge, but they're going to be missing the opportunity. Year over year, I'm going to continue to invest in utility and reap said rewards. So, Dogecoin, of course, and this is his chart on the weekly, guys. And if you want to follow him or check him out, he's right here. We got Mikey Stanley. And we blasted through, of course, creating these levels, rejected. We're coming here. We finally went to face it yet again, like on a weekly basis. We broke through, did a back test, of course, at these levels, and then boom, started really, really moving. Okay, now let's just see what XRP looks like in comparison to this. We're going to look over to the right. Yet again, we're moving. Moving averages are starting to turn up. We're here, finally broke out. And this was when XRP was at $1.66. Could we expect a similar back test before? Blasting through $2 or even $3 once and for all. Me personally, that is what I feel. That is what I'm seeing with the market. That is not financial advice, but yes, I do believe that XRP still goes well past $2 in this bullish cycle at the very least. Okay, so please decide for yourselves, guys. You know, be accountable for your own decisions. And overall, just research as well. Okay, so just wanted to share that and thought that was interesting. Now, let's get into some information. So really quick, I just want to say wow and highlight this. This is from Ben here. CoinMarketCap's prices for crypto over 1 year ago. Viewer discretion is advised. Let's take a look. So we have all the assets on the left. We have the price right here. Bitcoin was $6,000. Ethereum, $150. XRP, 18 cents. And I remember when we crashed last year, my only regret, and I'm sure a lot of you shared the sentiment, besides some people actually giving up, was that I did not have more cash on the sidelines to take advantage of this dip. And I know we always want more XRP, just wanted to show how far we've come. Keep in mind, we're well over $1.80. So since last year alone, 10x your investment. Crazy. And of course, we've seen, I think Bearable Bull was sharing it. $1,000 invested 5 years ago would have netted you over $300,000 in profit from a mere $1,000 investment. To me, that is unbelievable. I would not complain about that one bit. So just want to give you some perspective. Even Stellar, not 46 cents, 4 cents, guys, under 5 cents. And now what, 60 cents, etc. Cardano, 3 cents. You know, VeChain, all these assets. So please pay attention to this. This is why I say, when in doubt, zoom out. Somebody says, oh no, it's crashing. Really? It's down 20% and it's crashing when it's already done 2,000% on the year? I just want to, you know, keep perspective, okay? So right here, guys, Matt Hamilton, this gentleman is actually the Director of Developer Relations over at RippleX. He's a RippleX dev, and I just want to speed through this and I'm going to go over the next point. So notice, this is HECO Chain, kind of like eco, you know, ecological or ecosystem, and we can see, or eco-friendly I should say, congratulations XRP cross-chain to the HECO. I'm just going to say that because I know it's actually pronounced the Huobi Eco Chain, I believe. And interestingly enough, guys, what do we see? Another asset has been successfully bridged to the XRP ledger to take advantage of all of these use cases of lending and liquidity mining, you name it, just like OneChain. And I did just watch the interview that Crypto Eddie did with, I believe, the founder, CEO of OneChain. So very well done. And I'm really excited for that because this is bridging liquidity. We're going to get further when we work together, guys. Cut the tribalism, cut the maximalism. I'm just investing in assets that are based off of utility. Okay, I'm playing the long game in this market. I'm not looking to gamble with Doge. Yes, I've heard people make life-changing amounts of wealth, but overall, I'm focused on wealth preservation and growing it year over year, because if they keep those practices up and still, you know, are investing 6 figures into Doge, good luck, but that's not how you're gonna retain your wealth and maintain it in the years ahead. When you have millions of dollars and you act that way, you're not going to maintain it one bit. So just wanted to share that. Okay, so notice XRP cross-chain to this, I don't know how to pronounce this, HECO Chain network has been successfully bridged. Beautiful. You guys can learn more as well at HECOchain.com. Okay, so I was already going through their website. Next up, now we have Matthew L-I-N-Y making a very, very good point I want everybody to remember going forward, especially if you're brand new. So crypto must be green. It must take into consideration the energy consumption, okay, in terms of terawatt hours, especially to be a globally adopted network. That is why I'm so confident with the XRP ledger for adoption. Notice, crypto must be green. The elites are getting ready to pick winners in the crypto space, but the people will have a say in this new financial system. In Coinbase's rise, a reminder, cryptocurrencies use lots of energy. This narrative has been around forever in an asset that we've been talking about forever, at least like since I'd say September, maybe, let's just be conservative and say October of last year. We've been talking about it. We've been buying it. Energy Web token. It's been a slow riser. I still think this guy goes $40 plus, per the fibs at least. But keep in mind, really only on KuCoin and Kraken, and I'm not sure if US investors can actually purchase it yet off Kraken. I'll have to go check and confirm that. But this asset specifically, you can learn more about Energy or Energy Web token on energyweb.org, uses this, an Energy Web decentralized operating system. A community of more than 100 energy market participants. And funny enough, who are they partnered with? The XRP Ledger Foundation. And also a new, or a whole number of groups, like even Alliance Block as well. So something to keep in mind, their ecosystem, you can kind of scroll through here. Let's see, we can see Shell, we can see Vodafone, I'm sure you know of them. We've seen R3, Siemens, maybe you've heard of, R3, Volkswagen. This is a very, very interesting ecosystem, and let's just say, yes, there's a few players in this energy consumption space, but I don't think a lot of them are doing what Energy Web is doing. So when assets partner with the XRP Ledger Foundation, or even the company Ripple or Flare Networks, I am paying very, very close attention. Oh, even Blockchain Capital, no surprise. So this asset is something very interesting. The utility is in a league of its own. So I want you guys to at least look into it. I'm not telling you to buy it as an investment vehicle. I'm saying to look into this technology, because this is what crypto is really all about. The applications, we're barely just getting our feet wet. Okay, now we have Brian. He is actually the CEO of Kava Labs. Ripple actually invested in Kava. And I'll notice we have Hard Protocol. Interestingly enough, did you know we have $30 million US worth of XRP in the Kava platform already and growing? Beautiful. What happens, guys, when all that XRP is locked up? Well, additional multiplier effects, and that's why we always talk about it. If that XRP is not going to be moved and not looking to be sold, yet again, and more people are buying, the supply is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and eventually price pushes up, and then there's a new base layer, base price as well. So beautiful. This is all just a game of economics as well. Next, we have a Rothschild investment buys 4.75 million initial stake in Grayscale. Grayscale subsidiary of Digital Currency Group, who also owns this medium, Coindesk.com, that I'm on right now. Small world, of course, you can see. And so this is a Chicago-based Rothschild Investment Corporation recently bought 265,302 shares of the Grayscale Ethereum Trust. So, does this make you bullish? Does this make you bearish? What do you guys think? I want you to consider a lot of these things. Sometimes you're seeing FUD, you're seeing a hype on both sides. It really is hard to navigate at times, and I agree with you. But I would love to hear your thoughts. Is this bullish for Ethereum? Short term? And, leave your thoughts below. Okay, now what we really care about, we have Flare Networks, guys. You can follow them, talking about when Flare will go live, and also, most importantly, when are we going to get our Spark tokens? So the Flare distribution will start when the Flare network goes live. We are getting close. The team is working to make this happen safely as soon as possible. It is dependent on finishing security testing. We expect this at the end of June, plus or minus 2 to 4 weeks. Wow. So potentially, this could be at some point in May, but for me, I just like to be conservative. I'm just going to wait for the whole month of June and keep an eye on that for, our Flare wallets. If you've, utilized Binance US, Coinbase, Uphold, await further instructions. I know that Binance US did send out instructions to essentially provide your Ethereum address, whether it's MetaMask or Ledger Nano, and then you can claim your Flare, provided you had your XRP there on, I think, December 11th, I think. Beautiful. And I also know that even I had XRP on iTrustCapital, or still do, and I'm excited that I will be getting Flare from them. So can't wait, guys. Yet again, this is free money. Take advantage of this. Provide liquidity in the network, because we can do a lot more than just sit on our hands and wait. Okay? Now, let's see. Went over this chart by Mikey Stanley. Yes, I'd assume that XRP follows suit and does something different, just like this chart. It doesn't have to follow perfectly, guys. We have to understand, it doesn't always repeat, but it often does rhyme. So we have to look for similarities. We've already busted through these levels, all-time high. Do I think that we can push on a monthly basis? Maybe not tomorrow, but in the future up to these levels? Yes, absolutely. Why do you think I've been talking about XRP for several years like everybody else? Because I see the potential, and I still treat XRP like it is my savings account. If I can get some other alts and other trades to outperform XRP, frankly, I'll take profit into US dollars always, but I still plan to actually dump some profits into XRP provided we're still under these levels. In the future, maybe I'll still be doing that when XRP is $10 plus or $20 plus because I see it as an undervalued asset. My strategy, I buy things that I see are undervalued and I hold and I just sell them at a higher price. It's a simple concept, but yes, it is. It takes a while to really stick to. Okay, so let me see if there's anything else. Now, safety precaution, I'm sure you guys are familiar with this. You guys can Google this as well. I did retweet one example. So please Google and inform yourselves to do your best in preventing SIM swaps in crypto. With all this two-factor TFA, SMS authentication, you have to be safe, guys. Talk to your cell provider, set passcodes, set passwords in place. Maybe use applications like Google Authenticator. Regularly change passwords. Have actual anti-malware. Have all of that, not only on your phone, but also on your PC. Same thing with VPNs. There's so many practices, and just like they say in cybersecurity, you're never going to be 100% safe, but you just have to add more and more layers like an onion. So please trust nobody, guys. I'm trying to get rid of a lot of the comments in the YouTube description asking like WhatsApp numbers and asking for you to send Bitcoin. Do not fall for that. I'm never going to ask you for money. So just keep that in mind. And to finish things up with a laugh, guys, I'm sure it'll offend somebody, but I promise I don't mean it like that. And I'm also out of breath doing this video. I cannot believe this has hit my lungs that hard. I cannot wait to be back and at it. Nonetheless, this is BTC_UK on Instagram. Definitely follow him. I see him interacting with the community and doing a lot of Q&A as well with his followers, which is awesome. And we can see that he felt personally attacked here with this tweet. British people saying Ethereum. LOL. And I thought that was so funny. Frankly, I think we're just salty because anyone from even the UK with an accent, at least that's an accent to me, I think it sounds cool. Way more eloquent than me. But nonetheless, hopefully you guys had a laugh. Be sure to hit the bell icon so you're notified when I upload next, and I will catch you in the next video.